Hello world, this E to the J, EJ the automotive detail innovator. Now this vehicle was done late yesterday. If I had to guess in time, I would say between 5:30 and 6 o'clock. Now when I got this vehicle here, it already had been ran in the car wash, through the car wash. Now, as far as I know, they don't have a car wash yet. Maybe they working on building it that's gonna replace the work that a lot of tenants have to do to a car, a lot of manual work, a lot of work that automotive detailers have to do. Now, when I saw this car, I saw the way these rims look. Now, these rims bring out this paint, right? And then you got the black trim pieces under the doors that's notorious known for being scratched up. Even when the cars get dropped off by the transportation truck, and even if the truck, what I want to say, the coupes, the M coupes, M2, M1, M3, M4, M5, and so on. Even if this black trim piece underneath the door on the driver and passenger side of the car, even if it has the plastic protection over it that comes on most when it's delivered, you pull the plastic, white plastic off that protects this trim piece, 9 times out of 10 it's gonna be scratches already there. Now, I don't know how the scratches get there. If I had to guess, I would say maybe it was scratched already and they put the tape over and shipped it to the dealership, right? Whatever dealership it might be going to. Now this car came in as a brand new car, and this car came in at the dealership that I work for. Okay, it's a 2024 BMW M4 competition coupe, right? The going price for this car is $101,716. $710. $101,710 is the price on this vehicle. Now, I doubt if I ever be able to afford a vehicle this nice. And even if I had that kind of money, maybe I might not spend it on a vehicle. Maybe I invest my money in some other kind of way. Who knows? Maybe if I was wealthy and had all my other bases covered, you know, looking out for family, children, and selected chosen friends, maybe I would buy a car like this. But take a look at how these rims look. I saw this yesterday, but they got the rush in yesterday afternoon, and it was a steady flow of cars coming through. Now, I get off at 6 o'clock. Now, I had no problems spending the ample amount of time to make this car right, but by the same token, I was going to be holding the salesman up because he sold another car, another M car. So he was basically working 2 customers, and he ran this car through the car wash for me, considering helping me, right? Helping me out with the vehicle. And I wanted to address this issue to him, but if I did, that means this car couldn't have went right then and there. I heard they was having a little back up in car customers getting financing out the door. I don't know how true that is. I work in an entirely different building than where the sales department building is at. So it's a lot of things go over in the sales department that I have no idea going on because I don't even go over to the sales department. If I had to average the times I go over to the sales department, leave the building that I work in and walk over to the sales department building, I would say I'm averaging maybe 2 times a year. I basically stay in the building that I work in. I work in the same building as the mechanic, the technicians, and the service advisors. The assistant service manager, and the let me see, I don't want to say service manager because this position is higher than the service manager. I just say the guy that run the whole building that I work in. He's over the service manager. He's over everybody. I work in that building, so I don't have no reason really to go across the street to the sales department. Now this car, looking at this car, especially when the sun come out, man, this here car look bad. I wouldn't have took this car, not paying, even if I paid $50,000, $30,000, I wouldn't have took this car because even though I'm gonna clean these rims, the salesman didn't text me. He didn't say nothing about this vehicle. I left, I just came back to work at 8 and I see the vehicle back in detail. I checked it, it's the same vehicle I put the mats in. The vehicle body is clean. It's just all the scratches that's on the pillar right here, the kicker panel down here, or the trim piece under the door. You got all that, and then you got the way the rims look. So I got this car right now in the wash bay. I'm gonna re-prep it, which is gonna allow me to clean these wheels the way they're supposed to be clean. And I'm gonna buff both of those trim pieces, the driver's side and the passenger side of it. And while I'm buffing the trim pieces, like this here got some scratches on it too. Down here got carbon fiber. While I'm doing so, I'm gonna record it. Now, up in here's all scratched up, so I need to run the buffer in there. I have no problem taking my time to do the job, but when salesmen are basically breathing down my back or rushing me to get through on something they think is gonna be an easy in and out, and it's not gonna be no delay, look at the wheels. I don't blame the customer. I don't have to have this salesman come in at 11 o'clock and say, EJ, the customer didn't like the way the wheels look. And the trim pieces, right? I don't have to wait on him to tell me that because I knew how it looked when it left. You know, and for whatever reasons, me and this guy seem to not be clicking that well. In my mind, he actually needs to slow down a little bit and treat each customer individually and take care of the customer before you try to move forward with another customer, right? It's too early for him just beginning to be a salesman last year to be trying to figure out what customer is gonna let something like this fly through. Maybe if it was raining, it was winter, maybe this car might have went through, but on a nice sunny day at $101,000 and some change, there's no way in the hell I would have took the delivery of this car. And by the time he brought this car back, I was already gone. I am thinking about adjusting my hours to where I work 4 days a week, basically 10 hours a day. Because when I left yesterday, I left at 6 o'clock. They was busy, and they closed at 6. So I'm quite sure some of them didn't get out here till 7 o'clock. This car didn't go nowhere because I got to fix it. So let me get started. I'm going to do the wheels first. Then I'm going to give y'all I'm going to record as I buff on this. I'm recording for the viewers to see me doing the rims. Matter of fact, I'm going to bring my camera over here and set it up to where y'all can see me do at least 2 wheels. I'm just going to have the camera far away from the body because I don't want the camera to get wet. And then I let y'all see me do the buffing. And that also cover my ass. If somebody asks me what I did, if they don't believe me, I can show them. This is EJP signing out. I don't think I'm doing this right, but I want to make sure, see if I see myself. Might need to turn the camera around the other way. All right, viewers. Sorry for holding you up or holding y'all up. I always spray degreaser on I want to say about 95% of my cars that I'm prepping and I'm doing the wheels. I spray the degreaser on first before I use the acid. Because the degreaser gives the acid something else to sit on top of. And if you got rims, especially a lot of these aftermarket and even some of these newer cars, rims that come on the car from the manufacturer, if you don't know if the wheel's gonna be safe or if you use wheel acid on it or not, it's always best to spray the degreaser on first and then spray the acid and then rinse it off right away. I done done a lot of these wheels, even, I'm talking about even being brand new. Because it don't take long for these wheels to get dirty. It's the brake dust that come off the brakes every time a person apply the brakes, right along with whatever dust getting into the rims, the back of the rim while the person is driving will help make that brake dust. It will help create the brake dust. So I try to do one wheel at a time. Like I said, degreaser first, acid second. That if I'm not sure. Since I'm sure about these particular wheels, because it's only certain kind of wheels that the M series cars have, BMW M series. So since I've been working with BMW at a BMW dealership, rather not actually working for the manufacturer, but the dealership, BMW dealership, 6 years, I work with these wheels a whole lot, and I know it's safe for me to do 2 wheels at a time. That's why I spray the degreaser first and the acid second. The reason why I say direct because I don't want none of the blowback from the pressure washer and the water kicking back in my face or clothes. It happens basically every day I come to work, but I try to prevent it much as possible by standing to the side. It's like washing a car and not getting wet. It's not too many times you're gonna wash a car without getting wet. The camera off the tripod, and matter of fact, I'm just gonna stop recording and do a recording on how those two wheels look. Then I'm gonna go on the other side and do two more wheels. Then I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna move the car forward. Then I'm gonna do the wheel. I'm gonna repeat the same thing again on all four wheels. Peace. All right. All right, viewers, this is how the wheels look so far. Just the two I did. If you notice, there's a big difference in how they look now. Once I move the car forward, this part of the wheel up here is gonna be down here, which is gonna allow me to get the other half of the wheel that I wasn't able to get that's up here, right? Because this here, that's up here is gonna be down there, then I can do the same process down here than what I did with this that you're looking at now. Now, to be honest, this is how this is supposed to be and look. Clean like this, all four wheels, and these black trim pieces should have been buffed. With the amount of traffic they had going through, and with finance, them being short of a finance person, things happen the way they happen. And I'm gonna do what they want me to do, or I'm gonna do what they expect me to do. And if I see something, which I'll take responsibility, because I should have just told them, look, dude, these wheels are trashed out. The black trim pieces are scarred up. They need to be done. But I'm gonna tell them that this time, and I'm also letting him know that if I do a car for you on a Saturday and if that car can't be delivered because of anything that the customer is unhappy with, you let me know. You text me. I don't care if it's 1 o'clock in the morning. You text me and let me know. That way when I come in, I ain't got to assume that I know what you want me to do. I come in prepared to do it. Okay, I'm going to do the other two wheels. Then I'm going to move the car forward. And then I'm going to do all four wheels. And then I show you how it looks. Now, I don't have to wash the body of this car again. There's nothing wrong with the body. It's the wheels and the black trim pieces. On these M series cars, it's always the rims, and the trim pieces. Peace. All right, I done cleaned all four wheels. Got the brake dust out and the dirt. To be honest, this is how all four wheels should have been, and the trim piece down at the bottom right here should have been the same. I'll take the blame for this one, even though I was rushed and the guy was like the salesman. I should have gave him the benefit of a doubt and told him anyway that, look, the rims need to be clean, thoroughly clean, and the trim pieces need to be buffed, and let him call the shot. But my past dealing with him, and he having another customer because he's trying to work two deals on two different M cars, I didn't say anything. So I am gonna have a talk with him, and I'm gonna let him know. Sometime he bring me a car, and if I gotta fix some stuff, it's not gonna be as quick as he thinks. So he might wanna learn to pump his brakes, or he's gonna be having other issues. In the process of getting customers, you'll be losing customers. You gotta take the time to make sure your customer is took completely care of before you move on to the next customer. If your other customer that shows up, be it early or late, and they don't have time to wait on you to get to them, turn them to somebody else. All right, Jules, this is a new DA cutting pad that I put on the DA machine. I'm gonna take this new DA cutting pad, I'm gonna take this heavy cutting cream, and I'm gonna do a cut on both trim pieces underneath both doors, the driver door and the passenger door. Then afterward, I'm gonna paint seal with my paint enhancer. I'm gonna paint seal the trim pieces under the doors, the grill, and all the other little pieces. Now, bear in mind, I haven't talked to the salesman yet, because he don't come in till 11. So when I saw this car, I just knew some of the problem, if not all the problem, was what didn't get done yesterday. So I just did a video, quick video showing y'all how the rims look after I finish cleaning them, okay? I'm gonna put all the video footage together, and this help cover my ass just in case someone say I didn't try hard enough or I didn't do what I said I did. Here we go. I'm gonna try to tilt the tripod a little more because it can't sit no lower than what it is on the ground. So I'm gonna try to tilt it down more to hopefully give you a better angle. That way the viewers can see what I'm doing. Bear with me. All right. As far as I know, what I'm fixing is what I saw yesterday. It shouldn't be nothing else, but I'll find out when the salesman get here. I'm gonna let him know I saw these issues yesterday, but I know he had another customer and he was trying to bang them all out. So I wasn't trying to hold them up by spending too much time working on this car. If it's, I don't know, maybe his customers was ready to go. Maybe they had been waiting across the street long enough to get in finance. I don't know. I just know I saw the issues. I should have brought the issue to his attention like I always do with him and the salesman, but I didn't do it yesterday. Only because he had two cars and he was in a hurry trying to get them both of them out. Like I said earlier, this is a $101,000 car, and certain cars it's got to look like it's worth the money. Even though might not look like it's worth the money to others and myself, the person that's paying the $101,000 plus, it's a certain way they want it to look. And they the customer, so they always need to get what they could possibly get for that amount of money. Record the other side. I would just do one side and make it good, but because this car didn't leave yesterday and I don't want nobody questioning me, I'm gonna take the tripod, I'm gonna go all the way around on the other side and let the viewer see that I'm buffing the other part of the door the same way as I did the passenger side. I don't want no misunderstanding. See, once the issue occurs, especially when you're talking about a customer and a delivery of an expensive car or any kind of car, you got to try to cover your bases afterwards. You got to nip whatever else that might come with that in the bud. And if you don't nip it, you don't watch out, you'll have an avalanche of problems. So because of that, I am going to record myself doing both sides of the car, and I also record myself doing the paint enhancement. Like I said, I can't afford to have any more issues with this car. I got the camera is really a good angle right now, because I'm looking while I'm doing it and it's capturing what I'm doing. Once I finish this, I'm gonna go back around, get my brand new finishing pad, my paint enhancement cream, and I'm gonna start hitting all the black pieces on this car. When I mean hit, I'm gonna go over all the black pieces and shine them up. Last thing I'm gonna do on this car be shine the tires up. What's bad about these trim pieces here? If it was up to me, I would get that paint enhancement plastic or paint protection plastic film. Paint protection film is what they really call it. And I would cover the piece up under the doors, because every time you get in the car, you got to remember to lift your feet up. You know, if not, you're going to scar them again. Women that wear high heel shoes or anything like that, they're going to have the same damn problem. Riding around in Seattle, in the city and on the interstate, you're gonna have the same problem with these pieces scratched up, being scratched up. It's scratched up and nicked up. The best thing you can have up under there is the material that don't need no buffing, right? And then it starts getting scarred up, you can clean it and re-shine it. BMW M cars that had that piece underneath, and they didn't shine as good as these pieces here, right? But the catch with that was they was easy to make look good once it started showing wear. Like I said, you could clean it first, then put some same stuff you use on leather protection, or even some of that tire dressing that's not heavily silicone based, and shine it up. These, once they start looking bad, you gotta buff the scratches off. And a lot of times you only gonna buff out what you can get out. Some of the scratches ain't gonna come out. Especially as the vehicle get older. I hurt my wrist, right wrist about a month ago, and I'm right-handed. And I just went to the doctor for it last Wednesday, and I'm gonna have to go to a little therapy, maybe a couple weeks, a month, twice a week, for maybe about a month. Once they show me the exercise I need to do to straighten my wrist back up, then I'm gonna stop going. I'm gonna put this buffer down. I took the DA cutting pad off. I'm taking the cutting cream back where it goes. I'm gonna get the finishing pad with my paint enhancement cream. I'm gonna go over all the black pieces down the bottom around the car with the paint enhancement cream. Then once I take that off, then I shine the tires up. I'll be right back. I was going to use my brand new glazing pad, but I don't want to mess it all up working on a small area like this. So I'm gonna use the one that I had on there. If I'm gonna mess something up, this be the one to mess up. Not trying to destroy the one that I just got Friday. For the ones that didn't see, I switched pads. I got my finishing pad on. I got my paint enhancement cream. And like I said, I am about to go over all the trim pieces, all the black trim pieces on this car. I'm gonna go do the two pieces in the back. Then when I get around to the grill, I'm gonna stop after I do the grill. And I'll just show y'all the finished results. I'm glad I got my camera and I'm recording this because this is gonna help cover my ass for anybody that wanna second guess what I've done. I've been here 6 years and I get very few complaints, but I've learned this is a job you always gotta be covering your ass. Always covering your ass. What's ironic with me is that a lot of times you do what the salesman asks you to do, and I'm bad enough. shoot, man, I would still say I'm bad in the A. Because normally when a salesman asks me to do something and tell me that's all I need to do, they're right. If I have to go back and fix something or add up the time that what the salesman told me wasn't adequate, and I add up the scores, I still would probably get an A, even if it's an A minus. I don't come to work to get out of work. If I came to work to get out of work, I'm at the wrong place, right? It's just the way it is. And as far as I'm concerned, a company shouldn't hire nobody that come to work to get out of work. But that person's gonna be kind of productive. They're not gonna be as productive as a person that come to work. All right, let me hit this. Then I got the grill. Now, all this could have been took care of yesterday, but it was gonna delay the customer on getting their car. It might even delay his second customer that came because they might get a semi-attitude that they had to wait longer because of something had to be redone on another car. You never know how a customer is going to react to certain things, right? So, but he could have been done. Dealership got cameras from everywhere, right? It's like 2 or 3 in detail. It's some in other areas. It's some on the second floor, the 4th, 3rd, even the across the street. So they could have easily saw on the camera inside a detail and saw I was gone. I was trying to figure out if and when I wanted to start doing the 410s. The most important part about the 410s for me is trying to decide, do I want to work Thursday through Sunday or Friday through Monday? That's the hardest thing for me to decide right now. All right, I'm now doing the grill. Now this is about as low as I could get on the grill, cause I don't have a tool to get here. I might go down here. I got some little buffing tools on a little polisher that I bought. That's all cordless. But like that and other detail equipment, I put my own money on it. And I didn't buy it for this store. I bought it for my own personal use. Well, I better stay up there. All right, I got the grill done. I'm gonna shine the tires of it, then I'm gonna take this wax off, and I should be through with this car, unless this salesman come tell me something other than what I'm did. This is EJ the Innovator. I'm about to sign off. I will do a finished results real soon, and I'm gonna add all the video footage together, and that way I can place it on my YouTube channel. Y'all whoever want to check it out, they can check it out. My YouTube channel falls under EJ, the Automotive Detail Innovator. So all inquiries or inquiring minds want to check it out, that's how you can check it out. Peace. All right, I'm starting off at the grill. I received a text less than 5 minutes ago, and it was the salesman that sold his car. He informed me that something went wrong with the deal, and he didn't get a chance to get the car, come back and get the car from over here in detail. So what I thought was wrong with it on why the customer didn't take the car, it's not why he didn't take the car. They wouldn't let him take it because his paperwork wasn't quite right. So the car definitely needed, and I guess to a degree, since I've had some misunderstandings or however you want to say with the salesman, and to know I got nothing but love for him and his brother. With me seeing how the car looked when it went out, had me go back over the things that I pointed out to you guys in the video that I did. So I don't feel bad. I wish he would have sold the car. But your paperwork got to be right when you come into these dealerships, especially a reputable dealership like BMW, which is owned by Lifty. You can't come in with those games. You know, paperwork ain't right, you're not going to be able to leave here with no car. So the things that I done on this car needed to be done. So I'm glad. Hopefully he could sell it to someone else. I'm going to show him what all I fixed. And maybe he could sell the car today. If so, I'm going to instruct him not to run it through the car wash, because it's already ready. For every wheel, there's a way. And like they say, for every ass, there's a seat. So maybe he could find some ass to sit in this seat, since the other ass is not going to be sitting in this seat. For those that feel like the words are harsh, maybe he could find another butt that'll sit in this seat, instead of the other butt that both are side of this seat. Okay, that's a clean version of it. But this is EJ. I did a complete go around on this car while sitting on my roll around chair. And I know if you got any kind of vision, you can see the difference now than it did at first. Peace.